are. I am so happy to see you guys. How are you doing today?
Doing great. It doesn't matter the location.
No?
Beat downs happen.
Do they?
I'm at home. I'm in the studio. We on the road. It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah, beat downs go down.
It is so good to see your face. Now I can see what it actually looks like when I win yet another debate.
You're not ready. Skip, I don't know if you noticed this, Skip. You know what? I'm at my lightest weight in 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not
Drop
notice
me
that.
10. Drop 10
really?
things that in quarantine.
Quarantine. You just couldn't find enough of that sugar out there, could you? Right?
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's right. We got to do an air bump here.
Please
and,
do.
And allow me to say I'm missing my wife Ernestine this morning because she ran my camera. She did my audio for me, and she even came in early just to hook me up with my audio, much to the chagrin of the great Bonnie, our audio expert, who said, that's my job now. So Ernestine got to do it one more morning here in studio. So here we go.
I love
it.
Way
to go.
Let's get give Ernestine the love she deserves. And yes, I am so happy to see you guys so close but so far. And we just want to continue the open conversations we've been having over the last couple days about what is happening all across the country. Protests have continued, and yesterday we saw a nationwide movement called Blackout Tuesday. It started in the music industry, and it really swept all across social media. And Shannon, I'd like to start with you. Your reaction to specifically yesterday, what you have seen, and how this has progressed in your eyes.
Skip, you know, yesterday morning we talked about it and we said, okay, well, I'm thinking that it's going to die down. But what I saw yesterday is that the volume, the size of these protests are increasing while the volatility is dying down. I think the thing is, and people are defying curfew, Skip, because I think they're keeping the same energy because they're finally fed up. They're like, we've had enough. Now we do this, and then you say things are going to change, and things doesn't change. And so what we're going to do, we're going to keep this going until we see change, until you give us something that we can sink our teeth in and say, you know what? This is the start of the change that we've been asking for an extended period of time. Because, you know, everybody says that, yeah, we're going to change. We understand. We hear you. Well, you hear us now after we've wrecked shop. You know, you burned down buildings and you did things that you didn't think were going to happen. And so the people are saying, you know what? You want silence, you want protest, you want peaceful protest, we'll give you peaceful protest. We're not going to tear up anything else. We're going to defy curfew because we're real with this. We're not going away because we don't want you to think that we're going away. And this was just a 4 or 5 day thing, and then you revert back to what you were doing before. No. This is an outcry for justice. We demand justice in order for you to get peace. No justice, no peace. And so, Skip, I was very, very, very happy to see the crowds growing. New York, Chicago, everywhere, LA, peaceful though. And so I think the thing is that what we're starting to see is that people are sincere about this. I think the guy that's in the White House has a lot to do with it, Skip. I think the thing is that when he showed us a sign of force, well, this is what I'm going to do. They're like, okay, you do that. Guess what? We're going to come back in droves. We're going to come back bigger and stronger than what we were. We're going to be peaceful, even though you fired on us when we were being peaceful for your photo op. We're going to be even more peaceful. But we're not going away, Skip. Now, I watched yesterday with this blackout that Jenny mentioned earlier, and a lot of corporations. I've seen from the NFL and to a lot of corporations, they issuing strong, like the police brutality and the Black America and Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm going to check and see what your hiring practices are if you say Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm going to want to see who's on your board of directors and your board of governors if you say Black Lives Matter. I'm going to look into stuff like that, Skip, because right now, Skip, this is the in vogue thing to do. You can't go wrong. If you say, you know, you come out with a strong retort and say, George, Floyd's life mattered, and what we've seen over the last couple of years has been, that's not right. You saying all these things, Skip, that is the right thing to do. But it's easy to issue a statement. Okay, let me see what the practices are. I'm going to see if what you say match up with what you do. And then and only then we're going to start to see change. But I love what I saw yesterday. I love the size and because it's being heard. Don't think it's not reverberating. And then I look overseas, Skip, in Switzerland and these other countries. I'm like, oh my goodness. If someone would have told George Floyd why he was alive, he would have had this kind of impact. They said, man, get out my face. I won't believe that.
Well said. So to your last point, it has been a little ironic that it took 8 days for all those CEOs. Now my inbox is getting full of CEOs from all the, everybody who has my email sending me, Black Lives Matter to us
Yeah.
now. Well, it took a while.
Yeah.